In today's video, how Charlot took his physique from this to this during the Pro Physique 90-day transformation challenge. Hey guys, in today's video, I'm talking to Charlot, who took home second place in the men's category for the Pro Physique Transformation Challenge. We talk about his training, we talk about his history, we talk about his cardio, his calories, his macros, and his mindset, and how he took his physique from pretty damn good to unfreaking believable.
All right, so on the line, we've got, now I'm gonna say it's Charlot, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that like a French name?
Yes.
So where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Haiti. I came here when I was 14.
Okay. So, you're actually,
in Miami.
yeah, there's a lot of Haitians in Miami, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because I used to live down there, and I do remember there was a large Haitian community. So awesome. Well, so you completed the transformation challenge, the 90-day challenge, and I'll probably put some pictures up here. Pretty remarkable transformation, man. So how did you find out about it?
I watched your channel before the transformation challenge. I was always watching it, and you had the first transformation going on. When it happened, I was too late to answer that one. But I was doing another transformation at that time, but I was more interested in doing yours. So when you kept mentioning that you had one coming up, so I was interested to get back and do another transformation because I wasn't done with my fat loss because I was coming from a heavier weight.
Gotcha.
So that's how I heard it from your YouTube channel.
So what was the heaviest you got up to?
I was 210 pounds.
And then what was the lightest? What'd you get down to?
175.
And that's about what you stepped on stage at, because you did a bodybuilding show right after.
Yeah, when I weighed in, I weighed at 175.
And what was the cutoff for your height class for classic?
They height me wrong. I think I should be around 5'9", but they put me at 7.25. So the max was 182.
Oh, okay. So you were getting pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually, because I looked at the obviously the top 20, and then when the winners were announced, I saw that you were second. I didn't realize from the pictures you have you have really good legs. Like I think your legs are your best body part. So is that something that you've always taken pride in, or have you always just played a lot of sports? Or
I played sports, but legs wasn't my. Believe it or not, I haven't been working on legs for more than 2 years, and I've been working out for almost 10 years.
Yeah, so you just got some good structure and some good genes, huh?
Yes, because I injured my meniscus playing basketball in high school, and I never got it fixed, so I couldn't put any weight on my legs, so I never worked it out. And then I decided to do stem cell about 3 years ago. So I did that. It was quite expensive, but it actually fixed the issue I was having. And
nice.
That's when I started working out my legs. So
let's talk a little bit about the specifics of the challenge. So the things that we provided were diets and workouts and a kind of the group where everyone kind of like cheered each other on. And I remember when you posted your pictures, everyone was like, holy crap. But of those things, what did you find useful? What did you use to, of those, things that we provided?
The group setting was the most useful to me because the diet, I did that for myself because I know my body. Yep. And the workout, I just keep doing the same thing I was doing that was making me grow and making improvements.
Yep.
So the group was the most important because sometimes I felt like I was unmotivated. And when I post the pictures and I see people commenting and be like, oh, you look great, keep doing it. And that motivated me a lot to keep doing more cardio, to keep staying on my diet and just making progress.
Yeah, I think, a lot of people say that, motivation is something we shouldn't focus on, but there are periods of time where motivation is super valuable. And, even myself going in that Facebook group, during the process, I would get excited and I would post pictures and it's powerful because not everybody has the goal of getting on a bodybuilding stage. Obviously you had the double whammy right now. Did you intend to compete when you competed, or was that something that came up because of the challenge going so well?
It came up as the challenge was going. Okay. Frankly, I got tired of dieting, and I said, I don't want the transformation to end and ruin my body. let me just use that the contest shape that I'm in and just do a contest because I don't want to waste that time I was doing. So the contest I signed up 1 week before the contest.
Oh, okay. So this was.
I'm able to set up flights since I work for an airline. So I just did that on Sunday, and then Saturday I competed.
That's pretty awesome, and obviously you did really well. So has that spurred the competition goal even further?
Definitely. I didn't have a coach, so now I'm working with a coach. We're gonna do some like a off season to maybe trying to get some more muscle because I'm really underweight. If they had me right.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get some more muscle so I could be more competitive, and hopefully I could get my pro cards because I got a lot of great feedback. Some people say you have like a IFBB physique.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm really motivated. So
first time I saw your pictures, that's the first thing I thought was like, man, this guy's got all the tools, the structure, the muscle density. Like if you get your upper body, honestly, to match your lower body, it's going to be very, very hard to beat you. So that's cool. Well, hopefully, I can say, hey, we have IFBB pros entering our transformation challenge, because, ultimately the reason I do these things is because I want to give back to more people, right? Like give everybody an opportunity. And I know that not everyone wants to get on a stage. It turned into the stage for you, but let's talk a little bit about your specific diet. Cause you said you diet so that, now, do you do macros? Do you just eat healthy? Do you do high protein, low fat? Like what's your kind of methodology for dieting?
I do macros and calories.
Okay.
So, like I said, I watch your videos, and what I put in my head is I want to be 180 pounds shredded. So I said 180 grams of protein is enough. So, and I do that. I set that as my baseline, and every other calories I get it from carbs and fat. My fat is on like 50 grams.
Okay.
And
so you're at 350 carbs? That's nice.
Carbs it was high at the beginning, but not at the end because I was slacking. And when I saw what Paul's transformation pictures, like his updates, and even John, they look really good. And I felt like I wasn't up to par with them, so I went into even a bigger deficit. I wasn't eating until 1 p.m. and I was having 4 meals, about 1,800 calories a day. We're doing 2 hours of cardio. I went really extreme to get my body to the composition that it was at the end.
Okay, so you started at around
2,400 calories.
2,400, but you ended at 1,800, but also doing 2 hours of cardio a day plus your workouts.
Yes.
And you said you work for an airline, so are you on your feet at work as well?
Yes, but during that time, during the transformation, I wasn't going to work as much.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna take away from what I was doing, so I was going there like twice a week only.
Okay, so yeah, you went pretty extreme. I will say this. I mean, I think most of us, when we get shredded, we go to an extreme place. Most people would stop when they get kind of happy with how they look in the mirror. But for competitions, I'm familiar with that as well, and that's why I don't really often talk about the final stages of prep because it's not something I would suggest for the average person. But obviously, you got to win some cash in the transformation challenge, and then you got to go compete and do very well at your show. And Phil Heath was probably there, and probably got to see him, and he gave you some feedback, right?
I saw him, and I saw Patrick Moore there too, especially at the check-in.
Yeah, Patrick's a really nice guy. I've met him a few times, and he's been nothing but very nice. So that's awesome. So okay, so what kind of cardio? Because I know a lot of people will ask, what kind of cardio were you doing?
I do mostly stairs.
Okay.
But I switched it up from stairs, elliptical, and treadmill. And I also count my steps.
Did you find, were you training your legs hard throughout this? Did you find that doing the stairs made leg days tougher?
I actually got stronger as the competition goes. So I was training legs very hard. I have a video on my Instagram. I was like 1 week before the transformation ended, and I hit a PR of 4 plates in a 25 on squat.
What's
So
your
I thought it was
Instagram? What's
good.
your Instagram? I'll put it on here so people can follow.
It's Charlot_Germain.
Okay,
First and last
I'll
name,
put it.
yeah.
I'll put it on the screen here for everybody, and I'll put some pictures from your Instagram on there so they can go give you a follow. Because obviously now the next goal is turn an IFBB pro, right? That's awesome.
Yes. Early next year, hopefully.
Yeah. So let's talk about supplementation now. Are you someone that uses a lot of supplements throughout the process, or do you just focus on diet, or do you have like the whole picture covered?
I had to use supplements at the end, especially the core heart, because I was really under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I watched one of your videos, and cortisol you said was one of the main things for fat loss.
Yep.
And I went on the website and got that one because I wasn't sleeping. I was very stressful, and I felt like I wasn't making progress. I wasn't losing fat like I was supposed to. And that's one of the things that I wasn't a big supplement guy. The only thing I would do is probably protein supplements, but I got on that one, so I think it helped me out a lot.
So were you taking it like before bed or in the morning?
I took it at night.
And you felt you slept a little better?
Yes, sleep got better, and I felt like my body started to really change because I started the competition 2 weeks before the start date, and I wasn't making much changes until like week 8. So
okay.
I felt like I was really slow.
Yeah, I think honestly the reason you probably didn't win, you got beat, was just because your starting position was actually pretty nice.
That's what I said. I said I looked too muscular. And
well, the best transformations for men tend to be guys that used to work out a lot, so they have great muscle memory. They put on a bunch of body fat, and they strip the body fat away at the same time that they're putting the muscle back on that they had before. That process is quite common. But you already had a pretty damn good physique in these before and afters, but I think your after was just so extremely insane that's why you ended up where you did as it was.
Yeah, and I know I looked like, I think I was 195 on the day of the picture, and when I look back at the pictures, especially the winners, I'm like, I already lost at the beginning.
Yeah, it's hard when you start from a good position because this is when we talk about a transformation challenge, we don't focus on the weight, right? For us, it's about changing your life. It's a transformation, not just physical, but the internal, what's going on between your ears and in your brain. And what kind of habits and routines did you change throughout this? Or was it just simply just not missing days and being more focused?
Every day was actually the same. When I'm dieting, I have the same habits. I wake up, I take my pre-workout, go to the gym, work out for two hours, and then do 1 hour cardio, go back home, rest, eat. I have a bike here, so I do 30 minutes after each meal, especially at the end.
Yeah.
That's how I was able to accumulate all these cardio hours, because it wasn't a long 2 hour cardio. I was doing bit by bit, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 50 minutes here and there. I have a dog. Sometimes I just walk him for like 30 minutes and get some more cardio in.
I see his tail. He's going back and forth behind you. He's ready for a walk right now.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually good advice, because I think, people think of cardio as a bad word, but, in our typical daily lives, we move around throughout the day. And so, if you can incorporate a couple walks, you said you were doing like 30 minutes after your meals, you've got some energy, you can put on a Netflix and you can just kind of ride, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we've got another challenge that we're going to be doing in August. So you got any advice for people that are interested in doing transformation challenges? Like, what was your overall kind of thought about our challenge or, entering this?
The most I would say is, you got to share your experience and what you're going through. And that was one of the biggest parts for me. Sharing your progress, it helps you to motivate you to do even more. And another thing is, you got to be consistent. You cannot get the body you want. You cannot lose the weight you want if you're not consistent. So you have to do the same thing you did the first day, the second day, the third day. You have to keep doing the same thing over and over. So that's my main thing.
you know, 90 days doesn't sound like a long time, you know, and then the first week hits, the second week hits, and you get to about week 4 or 5. And I think that's when most people start to go, man, still got another 7 weeks.
Hard.
Yeah.
It gets hard.
And I think at the end, everyone pushes themselves, right? Because it's you can push when you're at the finish line. So it's definitely that middle period that I feel like was what made the difference for a lot of people. Now, did you watch a lot of the live videos? Because we did a live video every week answering questions. Were you in those?
I was in some of them. I would go back and watch them. I think I watched yours. Some of them I put some questions in there so I could see if they were answered. So I did watch some of the live videos. And like you said, in the middle part, that gets hard. It's really hard, especially for me. I almost broke my right here playing basketball.
Yeah.
And I almost thought I wouldn't be able to do any cardio because I couldn't put any weight on my leg at all. So I went to the doctor to make sure that I wasn't broken. So the only way I circumvent that is I was doing cardio in my back, do it very light resistance, and I was doing a lot. So that's another way to overcome my struggles, because people, you're gonna have like walls you're gonna hit in the road. So you gotta keep going. Find a way to make whatever you are doing work.
Yeah, well, you know, the difference between the people that get it done and the people that don't, everyone has excuses, but the people that get it done work around their excuses and they don't use them as a reason to stop. And I mean, I think that's really the difference of having a very like hard deadline. You figure it out. It's a 90-day transformation challenge. We don't pause it because you get hurt, right? So you've got to say, okay, if I still want to take part in this thing, what am I got to do? And obviously you overcame all that. So what was the total weight loss again? Because it didn't seem like it was that drastic.
For me, it was
20 pounds in 90 days. Yeah, that's very reasonable. Yeah. I mean, obviously you probably recomped a little bit. You probably put on a little muscle.
I recomped for the first 6 weeks because I was 190 until week 8 or 7. I kept the same weight.
Did you measure your waist?
Yes.
What did that change?
I think I started at 33 and I ended up at 29.
Yeah, so you lost 4 inches off your waist. You obviously put on a little muscle and lost 20 pounds. And then not too long after you you obviously made a huge change. So how are you feeling now? How's the transition been post-show?
I'm feeling great. I had a nice rebound after the show.
Nice.
Looked big and shredded.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to gain more muscle. So I'm on a maintenance calorie. I'm maintaining 190 now at 3,500 calories.
Fantastic.
So
what about cardio? You doing any cardio now?
0 cardio.
Attaboy. Bodybuilder life.
3,500 calories, and I'm sure it's gonna go up once I need to gain more weight because I'm not gaining weight on that calorie.
Yeah, just training hard and just normal lifestyle walking, right? No active. That's good.
No, I get enough walk at my job, like 10K steps. Easy.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Charlot. I really appreciate you being a part of our challenge. You know, like the group really enjoyed your posts and pictures. They got very intimidated by them, but
that was a plan.
But at the same time, you know, if I was in there for the money, it would have motivated me to be like, okay, I got to step up my game, just like you got motivated when you saw other guys, right?
Yes, I motivated them. They got motivated, and in turn, they motivated me even more. So that was the plan. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I can say with fair certainty, you've got a bright future in competing. So I appreciate you being a part of our challenge. And if you ever need anything, you just let me know.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Charlotte. Have a good day.
All right. Take care.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm going to keep doing these interviews, getting this information out to you guys. If you have any other thoughts, questions, concerns, I'd love to answer your questions below. The link for the next challenge, it's in the description box.